Hey there, it's Linda. I hope everybody's doing well today, and I hope that you had a Merry Christmas, and we've got the New Year coming. I hope it will be a great one for everybody. And I have another new Grungy journal that is another combination of Sigitas work. Three of her digital discs are in represented within here, and it's her lady photos, vintage ladies that she has done some artwork on, and then her echo leaves and her basic grunge background papers. Some of those are in here, and I call this one Condemned, and you can see, let me get this thread off of here. It's a softer cover than Abandoned was, and it's all fabric covered, as you can see. And here is Condemned that's been sewn on there, and then you've got a big gray X here that has been sewn, and then a gray flower with a ruby flat back pearl right here that matches all of this fabric. And here is the spine, and here is the back, this beautiful fabric. And it looks like it's been in somebody's attic for a very long time. And here's the size. It protrudes out like a lot of the grungy journals are. And so whenever you open her up, you have, this is one of the, I don't remember which, I think this is in the echo leaves. And then I've got some gray muslin here, and then you've got a double pocket with some tags in this, and then you can actually put another one. It could be three here in the back. I've just got two of them filled right now. And then we have this vintage paper that is in one of her kits. And some of this collaged, a little bit of lace, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's just a collage piece of laces and fabric that's on this front page. And then I'm just going to flip through real quick and show everything that you have. This is one of the vintage lady photos that that Sigita has done, and all her information will be down in the write-up. Just love these dark pages. Did some scribbling here myself, and some of this burlap lace, and a lot of washi tape throughout, and fabric. Edge punches. Right now, you can tell I'm really into these brads by Tim Holtz. Here's another brad right here. A copy of a vintage newspaper. It is 1919, October the 6th, 1919. I have done some sewing around to give it a little bit more character and put the piece of this fabric. More scribbles. This is with the Indian metallic ink. A little bit of fringe here. Stamping. Some what do you call it? The paper that you sew by. Pattern paper. Right here that I've stamped on. And you know me, I love circles. Circles is one of my things. And so this is some cardstock that I did. More of the burlap lace. One of Sigita's fabulous large diagonal pockets. This is from her Echo design. Another one of her envelopes. Now I did this part right here and some stamping. This is one of her basic grunge background papers. Fold out. This is some of my, it's the bright cardstock that I've coffee dyed, which tones down and gives different looks to. And then there's all different colors in this pack. And as I lay them onto the sheet pan to bake them, the colors run into each other and you come up with these really neat patterns. More scribbling. The back side of that paper. Here's another one of her vintage ladies. Another fabric, cotton fabric. It's a brad. Stamping, stamping, stamping. Now this is one of the ones that I did. It's a safety pin that I put all of these beads on, and it hangs down. This has been sewn all the way around, and it's your cardstock folder, pocket folder here. And you've got plenty of, isn't she cute? Look at this. This is part of Sigitas vintage photos. And so is this. This is in one of her This is her echo leaves. Some fabric sewn on. Oh, that's part of the back of the pin here. It's got a little charm on it. Try to put something on every page. This is some metallic Indian ink. More of my scribbles on top of her scribbles. These are my coffee dyed coin envelopes. And again, you can do something in the back and something here. I even did some red Indian ink here, some torn pages. This is a piece of velvet printed ribbon. Some of my attempt at slow stitching on some muslin. Isn't that neat, the way she did that? And there's lines here. A bigger strip of that velvet ribbon. It's anchored here on some cotton fabric and vintage button. Another brad right here on one of Sigitas' dots. Washi tape. Some of my old upholstery fabric and 2 brads. See what I mean? How I've got into these brads. They're almost all gone, so don't worry. I think they add so much. And a fold out here. Here's some dyed envelopes and some of that more washi burlap tape lace. I put this right here in the center. This is another from somebody, don't remember who. Fabric and some stamping. This is some heavy canvas that whenever I do my art, this is what I do most of my art on. Stretch this onto some frames. We make our own frames, and this is some of that canvas, a little piece of it with a brad, and that's one of Sigitas' background papers. Another one of her photos. Envelopes. Here's another photo. Another fold out. Some of my circles and some of that trim. This is like a upholstery trim that you see on some of these old vintage pieces. Came in something that I had purchased at an auction, and I just cut it off and I'm using it as a trim. Another, you have two of these big folders, pocket folders in here. Again, you can find these photos on Sigitas' Etsy shop. There's another one. Now I tore this one out to make it a focal point underneath this fabric pattern paper. And here's another one of those, and another stamp tag. Fabric. This is one of my papers. Isn't that cool? Washi tape coming down this one. It is grungy. It's a beautiful grunge. Oops, this one came out. I left this like this, where you can write on it whatever you want. You can date it, you can put your name and address and everything on it, and when, the date that you started in it. It is 96 pages, and like I said, it's a cardboard stock. Under is what's under this that I sewed the fabric all the way around. I couldn't get too heavy to sew around or my machine wouldn't do it. Again, it's 96 pages, and I think it is 6.5 by 9.5, and you can see how everything just sort of sticks out from the side. I wanted it to do that, to give it that grungy, thrown together look. And that is Condemned, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. It'll be up on my Etsy shop sometimes today, and all of Sigitas' information is down below there on YouTube. And thank you so much for watching, and have a Happy New Year. Bye bye.